नमस्कार दोस्तों, मेरा नाम भूपेंद्र सिंह राठौर है एंड मेरा काम है लोगों को लिबरेट करना, उनके लिमिटेशन से लिबरेशन, उनके फियर्स से लिबरेशन, उनके फियर्स से लिबरेशन, उनके लिमिटेड स्किल्स से लिबरेशन। आई वांट पीपल टू हैव हायर लेवल ऑफ स्किल्स, हायर लेवल ऑफ quality of life. I want people to have higher level of skills and an amazing quality of life. Okay, that's what my job is. Well, sir, मेरी जिंदगी में कुछ भी ठीक नहीं चल रहा है सर। मेरे दोस्त मुझसे आजकल झगड़ रहे हैं सर। मेरे सब्सक्राइबर ने सर मेरे पार्टनर ने मुझे धोखा दे दिया सर। आज आके वो बहुत सारी बुरी बुरी चीजें मार्केट में बात कर रहा है मेरे बारे में। सर मैं क्या करूंगा, मेरे रिलेटिव्स मेरा ध्यान नहीं दे रहे, मेरा साथ नहीं दे रहे सर। कुछ लोगों ने मेरे बारे में फेसबुक पे गलत लिखा सर, ऐसा हुआ सर, वैसा हुआ सर, ये हुआ सर, वो हुआ। आई आस्क्ड दिस जेंटलमैन, व्हाई आर यू सो पैनिक्ड? बोला सर मैंने इतने साल लगाए हैं अपनी जबरदस्त वाली इमेज बिल्ड करने में और आज छोटी छोटी चीजों से ये इमेज बाहर जा रही है। आई एम सो स्कैर्ड. I have got lot of loans on my head. I don't know what to do and how to cope up with all these things. Now, what will you say to this person? एक घंटे तक this person is feeling miserable. He ended up crying. He is going through worst in the life. His entire life people feel is great, but he knows he is going through hell right now. Now what do you do? What do you tell this kind of person? When this person came to me, I asked him, why are you worried? He said, sir, I need to be worried. I mean, a lot of challenges are there in my life. I asked him, what worst can happen? And he said, I may lose many clients. Okay, what worst can happen? I asked him again. He said, I might need to sell my house. Okay, what worst can happen? He said, I might need to start everything from the scratch. I asked him, what worst can happen? And he said, probably I may have little bit more loans. Okay, what worst can happen? मुझे ह्यूमिलिएट किया जा सकता है, लोग शायद मुझ पे विश्वास नहीं करेंगे. What worst can happen? लोग मेरे बारे में बुरी बातें करेंगे. What worst can happen? लोग मुझे दया की दृष्टि से देखेंगे. What worst can happen? I asked him about the worst. He said, I might need to sell off my cars and possessions and I might need to do this. And there came a point after this conversation where he said, yeah, this is the only thing which can happen. I said, what worst can happen? You need to start from the scratch, that's it. Are you not capable of repaying your loans? He said, yeah, I am capable. So what are you scared of? I'm scared of losing what I have. I said, what worst can happen? I might end up losing everything, right? So I want to tell you one thing. This is the greatest advice which I want to give you and to all the people. Today itself, when you are building a great business, today itself, when you are building a great career, when you are really going towards your success, start always thinking, what worst can happen? What can you ever lose? You might go up, but you might fall flat sometimes. Okay. Are you ready to get up again? Are you ready to accept that? The greatest people on the planet, they are ready to go through the worst. They are prepared. So when actually the worst happens, they are unaffected. Within the next minute, they are able to start. That's what happens, right? क्योंकि देखिए जितने भी बहुत महापुरुष लोग हुए हैं, जितने भी पावरफुल लोग हुए हैं, वो बहुत बड़े बड़े इनिशिएटिव लेते हैं. क्या आपको लगता है जब वो बड़े इनिशिएटिव लेते हैं उनको डर नहीं लगता और उनको नहीं लगता कि यार दुनिया क्या कहेगी, लोग क्या कहेंगे? वो तो कहते हैं व्हाट वर्स्ट विल हैपन, द होल वर्ल्ड विल टॉक बैड अबाउट मी, दैट इज द ओनली वर्स्ट व्हिच कैन हैपन, राइट? आई एम विलिंग टू स्टार्ट अगेन. सो माय डियर फ्रेंड्स, सफलता का सूत्र ये है, सफलता का सबसे बड़े मंत्र, सफलता के सबसे बड़े मंत्रों में से एक मंत्र है कि always think big and prepare for the worst. Always think about your future, do your best, but prepare for the worst. Keep preparing for the worst. What worst can happen? Will you be able to imagine, in your mind, imagine what worst can happen, and will you be able to start with the smile again? If yes, you have the heart of a warrior. A warrior gets into the war. A warrior gets into the war prepared for the worst, but he does his best, right? He knows that he might get killed. He knows that he might get hurt. He knows that his entire army might get hurt, but still he does the best. He gives his best foot forward. He puts his best foot forward. He's able to really give 2000% of his abilities, right? And that's what I want you to do. That's what I taught this person. That's what I made him visualize. That's what I made him believe. When I shared it with him, he had a spark in his eyes. And to be very honest, dosto, within just 3 months, this guy is out of many problems. He was able to make, because of his own thinking inside his head, he was making his life difficult. लेकिन जब से उसने worst के बारे में सोचा and best अपना देना शुरू किया and best के लिए prepare किया, when he started visualizing the best of the results, but when he was even ready for the worst, he started getting amazing results. He got the guts to go back to his customers and tell them sorry. He got the guts to go back to the market and tell the market that I am ready to serve you again. He went back to all his investors and told them that sorry, I don't have money, but I commit to you within 3 years I will return. जब बहुत सारी चीजें उसके माइंड में सॉर्ट हो गई तो वो अपनी जिंदगी को अलग सिरे से जीने लगा. My dear friend, that's what can happen. Miracles can happen when you just own it up. Miracles can happen when you are giving your best and preparing for the worst. So my dear friends, while you are giving your best, prepare for the worst as well. At least mentally be ready. Anything wrong can happen. But if you are prepared for the worst, you will be able to get up faster. You will be able to move without fears. You will be able to unleash the true giant sleeping within. Okay. You will be able to give your best then. Okay. So think about that, and I want you to write this lesson in your diary, because this is very, very important. Many a times people are scared of the worst, but the reality of life is that worst can happen, right? It may or may not happen, that is another thing, but it can happen. It is possible, correct? So be prepared and give your best every day, no matter who you are. कल जो आप थे आज उससे better होने चाहिए. That's what is the commitment which you and I should have about our lives, and that's it. Do share this video with as many people as possible if you like it. At the same time, I want you to subscribe my channel and hit the bell button so that you can get the notification about the new videos. Okay. Have a lovely time. Thank you so much. Keep rocking.